Hello everyone and welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name is Tyrone and today it's all about the 2020 working rigs. There are supposed to be 8 in the lineup, but for whatever reason Mattel didn't release the 8th, so we have 7 to look at. Did a bit of research on the 8 in the lineup, and I think it's a dump truck, which we'll get to soon because I have the dump truck in another colour. But let me know in the comments if you know any different, and definitely let me know in the comments if you know the reason why they missed the other colour of this for 2020. Which I'll have done that before with the main lines. For whatever reason they failed to bring out all of the lineup, but we're not privy to those reasons, being mere collectors. So anyway, enough of a whinge. For somebody who continually says he doesn't really collect real working rigs, I sure seem to have a few of them. This was the latest from the was it Rescue Mission Force, and today we get to see it in another colour, so that'll be interesting. And if things get a little bit heavy in the studio, we'll just bring in the Striker fighting vehicle to help us out. But let's get on with the show. Bring the little stool closer. My arms are monkey long, but not crane long. So let's get to this one because he's got a buddy. Oh, before we do that, I have some housekeeping. I always read my comments, and in the comments for the Rescue Mission Force, Freedom said you didn't put the SRT on the truck, so we'll do that now. I had a squizzy before I pressed record on the camera, and it does fit, but not to my liking. So actually you take off the airfoil if you drive it up, and actually the back bumper if you do, but we'll forgive him for that. Really smooth travel there, and that doesn't slide off. It looks kind of good, but for scale, no way. And I had a look, because you know, you see something a million times and you don't see it. I had a look on the way back from the shops this morning, picking up milk and bread, and there was a truck at the lights and there was a car next to him. Not an International and a SRT, but I got the picture anyway. And in the real world, the driver's door handle is just above the roofline. So this International, if it was to scale, should be about twice the size. So you're probably looking at the Matchbox Super Kings range, if ever they got back into those. But nonetheless, it fits okay. And when I unbox the one behind, I'll put the cop car up on top, because to stop a bad guy you usually spend a few cop cars. So we'll do that in a second. I can wait off camera for a sec. So thank you Freedom for that comment and that prod to go back and do it properly. So this is 2019. See if I can zoom in, which means 2020 release. 2020 has just finished, thankfully, nice and early in the new year of 2021. So this is the International Durastar 4400 Flatbed, just like the blue one. And same deal, yes. Oh yeah, it does. I thought we had a manufacturing fault there for a second. So I'll put the blue one minus the supposedly bashed up car in the background. So we've got different wheels from this one. These are much nicer wheels, I think, more in keeping with what the casting is. There's not a lot of weight to these, but that's okay. It's a good looking truck. You forgive it for being a little bit on the plastic side. Bit of detail on the cab. Toolbox underneath with the fuel tank. Bit of chrome. Nice pearliness to the white. Smoked windows. Dark interior. That looks good. So now if we load them up with Victim and Perp. Who's the Victim and Perp here? Chased and Chaser? Pursued and Pursuer? Don't know. But let's just say they just had a bad day at the office. Both smashed up. Off to the wrecker. Or the repair shop, who knows. But yeah, they fit, but not accurate in scale, but that's alright. Wouldn't want to take off from the lights too quickly, they'll just roll off the back. Yeah, I'm liking the look. Okay, so I'll put those in the line up for the final shot. Honorary stars of the show. Okay, who next? Let's go for this one here. I put these little bits of tape on the back of each card because when you hang them on the pegs, and you see them in the department stores, they hang a little bit like they're on the terps, but stuck that one there to get it all symmetrical on the pegboard here. So this is the International Workstar Street Cleaner in a lovely green. There's a lot going on with this one. This isn't like a street sweeper, whoops, a street sweeper we see in Australia. Huh. Well, that didn't last long, did it? There's a little arm there with a couple of pins on it, but maybe, can't imagine that's supposed to be on there. Huh. Well, it's a good thing it's stiff. Obviously, with a bit of play, that will loosen up. But the arm that is supposed to hold it up just came out of its pin sockets. It's not a good look. No. I'll end up breaking that. But luckily, does that open? Oh, that opens too. There's a little bit of metal in there. Gives it a little bit more weight than the car transporter. Yeah, there's a few things going on there. So that's obviously the vacuum, or the motor for the vacuum. We've got our smoked windows. Sticker for the grille instead of the plastic chrome. What have we got? Street services. White hubs, sweepers and the vacuum. Apart from the mechanical failure at the back here, there's quite a nice casting. I'm sure with a bit of fiddling I could get that back on, but sweeper scrapes along a bit. Won't be my pick for favourite, but that's alright. Got to have the variety. Let's go into a fire truck now. There are 2 fire trucks in what would have been 8, but is 7 in the set. The Pierce Quantum Aerial Ladder Truck. So let's put a little bit of tape for straightening. Made in Thailand, not a very interesting rear off card. Let's see if anything breaks off this one. Nope. Just the one extender. Oh man, metal. Oh, there we go. False alarm. Okay, forgive him. Would have thought that would swivel, but it doesn't. Goes up and down. Goes back in, like that. There's a little bit of weight to this, which is pleasing. We've got the MBX fire department. Big mirrors, but no chrome detailing, which is understandable for the price point. These are, I think I've got another one here. Had another one just like this here, but I got a double of this because I thought I hadn't had it yet. But they were $9.95, and I managed to pick these up on sale, so got them for about $8 each, which normally indicates the 2021 set. Hopefully 8 of them, not 7, is going to be released into the shops pretty soon. Nice big shield on the door. It's okay. See if I can extend the ladder without it flying out there. Yeah. Okay, so there should be a bit of a nub there. Is that the right word? Probably not. Okay, stay there. We'll just keep going along this top here. Now this one, for weeks and weeks, I was considering not getting the working rigs because I was more interested in the main lines and the super fast and that sort of thing. But then I thought, well, if I'm going to have a channel called the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection, I should at least have the new working rigs in it. And to be fair, I could have lived a happy life without collecting these, but the more I get, the more I enjoy them and appreciate them. So, but this one was en masse in all the shops, and you go to the Matchbox section or the diecast section, and there'd be 50 of these on the pegs and nothing else. So it was quite begrudgingly that I actually bought one, because I really got tired of looking at them. But this is the GMC 3500 Attenuator truck. That is not a word I have ever used. Attenuator. Okay, maybe it's more familiar in your neck of the woods, but not here. And it's something to do with alerting traffic, lane closed ahead. Let's have a look at the back. Let's get her open. Okay, what do we got? So this comes down. How are you seeing that? Pretty good. This comes down, goes up. Nothing else moves? Nope, that's fixed. Okay. And I suppose you fill that up with safety cones and bits and bobs, don't you? Maybe parts of cars that have come off that you've smashed into the back of your truck, or you're trying to tell them to merge. So we've got a couple of cupboards underneath, step, freeway services on the door, big black grille, no badging, grey interior, clearish windows, that's okay. And I've got another fire truck. There are differences, obviously. One is the Pierce Velocity Aerial Platform Fire Truck, and one is not. So there's the back of the sticker. That was the American flag on pretty much all of the emergency services, and you don't really get that in Australia. They don't put the flag on many things, to be honest. It reminds me of about 20 years ago. I was in Germany, and one of the first things I noticed about suburban Germany is the amount of German flags at house windows. And I said to my friend who I was staying with at the time, is it German National Day, or what's going on with the flags? And she just said, no, it's normal. And it was kind of like I was bringing her attention to something she'd never noticed before, because it was so normal. And just struck me as odd that so many flags would be flying, or at least window ledges, you know. Here in Australia, if somebody's got a flag on a flagpole, it used to mean that they were a Justice of the Peace, a JP, which is somebody, if you're not familiar with the JP, is somebody you go to witness signatures or marry you, those sorts of things. Sort of a civil servant for the day-to-day runnings. But they would have a flag on a flagpole on their front lawn. Not necessarily the case these days, but that is what it used to be. But yeah, the American flag is a constant presence in America, isn't it? I was trying to work out while I was babbling on if this ladder extends. Oh, there we go. Oh, same problem as the last one. Maybe it's just me being very rough. There we go. Do a helicopter sweeping shot of the... He's going to get extreme vertigo if we leave him up there like that. He wants to... Sorry, Mr. Fireman. There we go. It's a bit more level. So they look pretty good together. Strange place to meet for lunch. We don't know what these firemen get up to. Okay, so that's pretty good. They are completely different trucks, but they're both Pierce somethings as I rummage around for the packet. Yeah, one's a Pierce Velocity, and the other one was the Quantum Aerial Ladder. So that's pretty good. I'll leave the ladders and the platforms in the sky as we move on to this one here. And as I said before, as far as I know, this was supposed to come out in a second colour for 2020, but did not. Might be way off track there, so if you know, educate me. This is the International Workstar 7500 dump truck. There is the back. Oh, that was nice and clean. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, got to be careful with these. Oh, that one looks like it's been secured. So it stays when it's fully extended, but not halfway up. Seems to be a thing there that holds it in place. A little bit of resistance as you put it back down. It's quite a light casting, very light in fact, but nice orange. I've got since 2011, is that right? Melic. Nice big wheels. Who had that first? It was that one there, wasn't it? They're the same? They're the same wheels. I like those. And the big grille. Nice and shiny. The smoked windows. Dark cab. Oh, that opens too. Look at that. That's okay. Add him to the line, and the last one, which should be the second to last one, is this one. This is the MBX Excavator, and he's been around for at least 10 years because this one came out of my Matchbox car haul video in the INC livery. So we'll keep him on standby as we destroy some more packaging. Another very clean opening. So there's quite a bit of weight to these, which is satisfying after a few light trucks. They've stayed with the rubber tracks and the big digger or excavator bucket. Put him in the background. Give us some room, please. Put him in the background. Yeah, so nice bit of weight there. Swivels around. Does it swivel around 360? Yes, it does. Kind of looks nice if it's just off-centered, isn't it? No colour detailing on the boom. Could be a little more stiff in my opinion. So it stays where you put it. But neither of them do. This one's a bit older, but not bad, not bad. I had a bit of a excavator experience about 5 or 6 years ago. They were digging out the site works to build a house for me, this house actually, and I was just mesmerised by the constant gouging of the earth, and I said to the driver when we sat there for lunch and we were just sort of surveying the wreckage of what used to be my old house, and I said, what are those, what does one of these buckets hold? And he says 2 ton. 2 ton of dirt each scoop. And he just sort of do. Each truck would sort of come and they'd take some more of the property away, but yeah, mesmerising to watch. And you think, you know, how long would it take for you and a shovel and a wheelbarrow to do 2 ton? And you'd be knackered. You'd go home sore, and you wouldn't come back for a few days. But these things just effortlessly gouge out the dirt. And yeah, that was my little dirt story. So, without a complete set, that brings us to the end of the 2020 lineup with all its mates, and satisfied the itch for freedom, I hope, with the comparison and the loading up of the SRT. Getting a nice array of bright and vibrant colours. We didn't need the fighting vehicle in the end. Things stayed very civilised. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely leave me a comment. I do read every single one, and enjoy reading them and responding. So thank you for your time today, and as I say, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Bye!